Hey guys, Devin here with Backcountry Exposure. I want to talk today about a water filter that was sent to me by a brand called Etekcity. You may have heard of them because they are also the brand that makes the really low-cost backpacking stove, the canister stove, for about 10 bucks. But this thing is a really impressive for the price water filter. What you've got is a 3-stage water filter, but the physical filter itself without the 3rd stage of the pre-filter is a 2-stage. So to explain that a little bit more, down here on the inlet of the filter, you've got the ability to attach a pre-filter, which is included with it, and I'll show you that here in a second. But what you've got physically here is a 2-stage filter, in that you've got a hollow fiber, just like a Sawyer filter, like a Sawyer Mini, as well as an activated carbon filter inside of it, which is a really cool thing because we all know that hollow fiber is a really great thing to have in a filter, but in order to capture more bacteria and make the water taste better and things that carbon is capable of doing, like removing waterborne bacteria like Cryptosporidium and Giardia and things like that, this is going to be able to pull that out. Now you've got the ability for this to remove 99% of 99.9999999% of those waterborne bacteria from the water that you're going to be filtering. So it's kind of long. So it's a lot bigger than a Sawyer itself, but what they are advertising this more as is a straw, as opposed to a like gravity type filter or a squeeze filter. So this would be probably compared more to like a life straw, which I personally don't have experience with. I just think they're kind of gimmicky, and I don't like to drink my water out of the stream. I like to filter it into a bottle and such. So that's the filter itself. They do include with it a 16-ounce bag that has a little lid on the top to be able to drink out of it. Obviously, most of the time this is going to get used as a way to collect water, but this is probably the biggest downside of the package that's included with the filter. It's kind of an awful bag. It's horrible. It collapses on itself, and it's harder to keep open than you would get with like a Sawyer bag, which I have with me right here. So just as a point of reference, the filter does have the same threads as a Sawyer bag, so you've got the option to be able to buy these or anything that has this same kind of thread. So smart water bottles and such will be able to go onto this Etekcity filter. Now, what else is included? Because this is marketed more as a straw, they give you a longer piece of tube which attaches here to the bottom that allows you to be able to stick that into the river, into your water source, and to be able to drink out of it. They also have a bag that includes the pre-filter and then additional pre-filter replacements, and then you've got a little tiny syringe. And I want to show you this because, again, this was kind of the like really strange things about this. It's way too small in my opinion. That to be able to back flush with that little tiny syringe is going to take you a long time to be able to clear out a lot of the sediment and things that you experience in the desert when you're out hiking. So it is what it is, and I'm glad that they included it at least. But here's a closer look at the filter itself. So 2-stage carbon, hollow fiber. It seems to be made pretty well. The cap, when you push it on, is surprisingly hard to get off. So I don't know if that is something they could change, but you'll notice here on the outlet that it does not have the like a really good option to be able to attach a piece of tubing to that. It is like curved, making it something that you would then drink straight from, or to be able to push water out of. So another thing to note about this is you've got a 400 milliliter per minute output on this as you are filtering the water. So pretty decent. It's not great, but I think if you're looking for an option that's different from a Sawyer and you want to have that 2-stage option, then this is going to be a great buy. And I think that it will last long enough to be able to get you through a good season. They do advertise 1,500 liters is the lifespan of this. So just keep in mind that don't let it freeze, because it is the hollow fiber, and if it freezes, then you're going to be screwed and it won't work for you. So there you go. That's the Etekcity 2-stage, 3-stage water filter with the pre-filter here placed on the bottom. But there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hope you have an awesome day.